What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with some more Trails Through Daybreak. Last time we were continuing through the districts, and we managed to catch back up with Ferry as well as Fee. So we're going to be heading over to a district where like the station is and everything. I think it's Station Street, where Reset should be with all of the people with Marduk and stuff like that. So we're going to head over there, see what we can get done over there. May as well run around as Fee, since we don't get her very often. Alright, let's head to the 7th district. Time to go find Reset. See you, Lady Gin. This area's been frozen too. About as many as you'd expect for there being a festival going on, huh? We should probably assume the whole city's the same at this point. Yeah, get out of here, losers! Oh, Arusha, grant us your protection. This'll be a breeze. Let's go, Fee! I know it's only been a year and a half since your last world-ending crisis, but time to pull up. And then 6 months before that, actually. So presumably Fee hasn't dealt with any like huge crises since everything with the Retributive Tower. Or Reverse Babel as it's called in Japanese. The Demon Spheres are gonna have to buff them up a hell of a lot more if they want them to stand a chance against this crew. Yeah, damn right. Well, why'd you say that? They got us surrounded. Elvis! Nice timing. Thanks for the save. Figures you're around these parts. Oh, Cronkite. That's my brother's boss. And they're packing some heat, too. Hey now, the heck you doing? I'm not following. We gotta get to the bottom of something, that's all. When all hell broke loose, we hurried to help people ASAP. Only to be greeted by these people already aiding in the evacuation efforts. Which is fine in theory, but they were just all too well prepared, like they knew all of this was going to happen. I get you now.
全くの誤解なんだがね。我が社の警備隊員にしても偶然近くに居合わせていただけで。
You can't honestly expect us to believe that. We saw you with one of the Heiyu's leaders. That makes you even more suspicious.
クロンカイト教授もどうして彼らと一緒だったんですか？
君たちに説明する義理はなかろう。この現象そのものは多少興味深い。彼らには解析に協力してもらうだけだ。
また揉めているんですか？
Yeah, knock it off. Glad to see you're both looking well.
そちらも。バン君たちも無事で何よりだよ。双方とも今は市民の安全を第一にお願いします。聞けないのであれば CID の指揮下に入っていただきますよ。
冗談じゃない。
I know we should be working together, but I just can't trust the likes of them.
大統領閣下のオーダーがあれば我々の方はやぶさかでもないがね。
それは
I think I see what's happening here now.
まあアークライド君も来たばかりだ。改めて状況整理も悪くないだろう。アルビス君だったか。君も来たまえ。オーバルカフェで話をしようじゃないか。
まあそのくらいなら。ってどうしてあんたが仕切るんだ？
We don't really have time for this. They entered the cafe and listened as everyone relayed what they knew of the situation. They also learned where Risette and Najee, who had been with the second lieutenant in Esmeray, were now. So Najee went looking for the Crown Prince, and Risette is investigating with Sao to learn more about what's happening. Sounds like they've got their eyes set on the demon spheres just like us. No clue why Sao would be helping out, though. That's right, Najee seemed to feel really bad about leaving, but the prince is her #1 priority. Honestly, I can't blame her. As for Miss Twining, she is technically still under your employ. I believe that is why she wished to investigate, so I granted her request. Of course, the White Orchid Dragon had his motives, not that I could hazard a guess as to what those are. Given his foresight, he no doubt wants to learn about the current phenomenon. Talent like his is wasted on the likes of Heiyu, though perhaps such an environment is where he truly shines. Ugh, why do we have to rely on weapon designers, PMCs, and criminals? I'm currently working on contacting police officers and CID affiliates who haven't been frozen. Between that effort and assisting civilians in need, I haven't been able to investigate at all, as frustrating as that is. We're in the same boat, really. There should be a situation where the guild can shine, but we still can't help much. If only Elaine or Zin were here. No kidding. At the least, I'm sure they're both okay, wherever they are. Either way, if one of my employees is hitting the pavement, I gotta go back them up. Leave Risette to us and focus on your own stuff. We've got this. Something tells me Supermaid and Sao are doing A-okay on their own, though. Thanks, I'm counting on you all. I'll make my way back to the guild. I don't think we can afford to have anyone standing around right now. I'm counting on you, everyone. Leave it to us. No problem. Good luck with everything on your end. Please do what you can for Risette. Best of luck and fair travels. I'll be returning to the department store. What of you, Professor? Since I find myself in a cafe, I intend resting here for a short while before returning to work. Well, there you have it. He really is relaxing. Well, I guess Ilhan is still here. What do we got over here? K. Alright, let's get moving. Yeah, and all the clerks and everything are unfrozen as well.
リゼットか。無茶してなければいいが。
ま、ザオがいるならそこは抜かりはねえだろ。
今日は何にしますか？ありがとうございました。
メンテナンスはお任せを。
I really just don't have anything that can go there. Here, what if I do... There we go. That's better.
どうぞごひいきに。
Alright, let's move. Alright, let's go up here first. Oh, we can't. What the heck? This had to have gone up after we fought what we did. But you can still make your way around it.
敵集団、注意して。
that's where the car is. That did not do much of anything here. So safe to assume Reset and Sal are inside Central Station. Yeah. Alright, there's one more. That was quick enough.
こんなもんだろ。
障壁突破。お疲れ様。
Let's head back to the car and heal before we head in there.
群れてやがんな。
気分爽快かな。
Oh, well, I guess it didn't really matter. This is good, though, because we can get stuff for Ferry. Reset and Demon Spheres too, but why so many of them?
少々数が多いですね。
ですがこの夫人ならば問題ないでしょう。月門遁甲。
Great timing. Holy moly. Talk about a 1-2 punch. It's not over yet.
やはり本体を叩く必要がありそうです。
すると少々手数が欲しくなりますが。おや。揃ったみたいですね。
バン様、フェリ様にアーロン様も。
So our piece is on a board to you now. Gee, thanks. Looks like someone's enjoying himself. Lending my assistance, Reset. We can chat later. Let's take them
承
out.
知しました。
一気に落としましょうか。
We're fighting on the same side as Sao. Lovely. Lloyd would be throwing up in his sleep.
遅いです。燃え尽きろ。
受けて立ち
Come on, Sao, earn your keep.
お任せしますバンさん。
こいつは効くぜ。
どうかよろしく。
この木は逃しません。そこです。アーロン様。
May as well make use of her.
任された。
Because she's clearly going to leave our group after this.
これで決める。アクセル。アイス。スバイ。ドライ。羽ばたけ。アズールグリオン。望むところです。
Alright.
容赦はしない。
And we're done. All 3 areas have been liberated. Oh, the air is clearing. They did it. Van and his friends are always so reliable. Well, that settles that, though I must say, Professor, your theory is most fascinating. It has the capacity to be fascinating, but at present it is merely a hypothesis. The truth of the matter will only become clear with time. So you completely ignored your boss and went off on your own, huh?
バン様がすぐに動き始めるのは分かっていましたから、僭越ながら少しでも情報を集めようとした次第です。
Hey, I'm grateful for it. Reset.
フェリー様もご無事で何よりでした。それにアーロン様も。
I knew you'd be fine from the get-go. So what's your angle here? I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume this ain't volunteer work.
兵ゆえとしてこの状況を少々掴んでおきたかっただけです。それと前々からリゼットさんにはその優秀さに目をつけていまして。
え？
どうでしょう。バンさんのところへの出向が終了した暁には、
Oh lord.
兵ゆえにも
Quit trying to poach my employees in the middle of this. You're as unpredictable as ever. Haha. With all this haggling going on, you'd swear we're at a freaking flea market.
お言葉はありがたいですが、現在の契約に満足しておりますので、カエラ少尉もお待ちでしょうし、一度オーバルカフェに戻りましょう。
They return to the Orbital Cafe to report back to Second Lieutenant Kayla and discuss their next move. So you wish to continue working with Arkwright Solutions for the time being, then? I do. While I'm aware our Chief of Security and yourself have goals of your own in this situation, I do not believe my return would significantly contribute to furthering those goals. As such, I believe that continuing as I am will best serve Marduk's interests. So I ask that you allow me to continue on with the Solutions Office as I have been. Heh. Reset. For the record, I had fully intended on approving your decision without the rousing speech. Very well, we at Marduk consider fairness to be one of our guiding principles. Go ahead and show us how much value you can bring to the table. Thank you, sir. I shall. So when do we begin the bidding for who can loan her next? Hey, we're trying to have a serious discussion here. Save your breath. That guy's never gonna change. I was being half serious, at least. Regardless, since we happen to be together, I'd like to travel with you all for a while longer. I'm relieved to know that Lady Ashton is well, but there are some other notable individuals I remain concerned about. Oh right, Fan and Gian are in the capital right now too, yeah? Can't say I'm all that thrilled about having you of all people covering our backs. But you did help one of my people, so I'll put up with it this time. Welcome to the team. Splendid. It always pays to put others in your debt when the opportunity presents. I knew the catch was coming. They go together surprisingly well. Indeed, such are Mr. Arkwright's charms. In that case, I think I'll be off. Once I've traded info with the other bracers, I want to check on the situation around the rest of the city. We'd really appreciate that, Fee. Makes sense. Thanks for helping out all this time. We'll let you know if we learn anything new. Thank you so much, Fee. It was fun working together. Same to you. As soon as I find Elaine, I'll be sure to let her know you're alright. Thanks, I guess. After reuniting with Rosette and a markedly less trustworthy ally, the group is ready to travel to their next destination. First, however, they had to discuss their next move. Okay, they say Sal joined as a guest, but you can't control him. If I may, a word about your plan to travel north through the center of the city. There was heavy traffic on the Capital Expressway when the crisis attacked, so I fear the route may be impassable by car. Bah, really? Makes sense, but damn, that sucks. We could likely still make the journey if we use back roads and the like, but it would be much slower. Isn't there another route we could take? I was about to suggest one, actually. Let's say you're taking a detour through the Blacklight District. Not only would it give us a route, but the number of skilled warriors are gathered there. It could give us extra strength going forward. That's not a bad idea, actually. I think my master was there, too. It'd be a huge help to have him with us. Yeah, he is one damn strong dude. We may be able to resupply there as well. Alright, best way to the Blacklight District is from here is the secret entrance in Riverside. But there's no way to be sure the route there will be safe, so make sure we're prepared before heading off. Roger that. Then let us be off. So yeah, see, Sal is there on the side. He's not actually in our party. It does show you all his moves, though. And what they do and all, so that's cool at least. Alright, at least we're by the weapons store over here. All the enemies are gone. Well, besides the one in that corner. Thank you all so much for saving the department store, or rather, all Station Street. You, in addition to Marduk and all the professors, deserve my utmost thanks for trying to illuminate such a dark path. Our entire staff wishes to support such endeavors, and I plan to guide them as their manager. We'll show everyone Weston Department Store can really do what we put our mind to it. Please don't hesitate to take advantage of our services. Alright, well, I guess we'll do what we can. General Manager Thorndike. Hello, Kaina. That'll be good for now. I mean, mirror-wise, I'm kind of low right now, so... Alright, let's grab the car. Oh, we don't even need to. back area here. This is the entrance to the Blacklight District that you mentioned, I assume. I've never used this particular one. Makes sense you'd know about it. I'm really worried about the others. Let's get going. We don't have a second to waste. What is it? Is something wrong? Well, let me put it this way. I'm getting some real bad vibes about whatever's on the other side of this door. I'd be willing to bet there's at least a few monsters roaming around somewhere in here. Well, shit. Seems rather unusual, but I won't question it. Thanks. Then we should be certain we are fully prepared before moving on. Right. Van and the others then proceeded through the hidden routes to the Blacklight District they had traveled through before. Along the way, they approached a spare railway line that was rarely in use. Just look at this. It's just like above ground. Oh my god! I say we found more underlings, though the demon spheres seem uninvolved. Maybe, but it doesn't change the fact that there are some tough bastards roaming around. Whether we pick them off or slip by, keep your wits about you. Got it. All we gotta do is bust some ass if they plan getting in our way. We just gotta run to the end of this. Not really super worried. Well, let's fight a few at least. You're up, Sal. Oh, the pattern's gone. Those devils are nowhere to be found. Yeah, I don't smell a thing. We should be safe going forward. Understood. Then shall we make our way straight for the Blacklight District? So Sal only joins you for that short way, then. They made their way across the underground railway tracks, fortunately encountering no more devils as they did. Before long, they arrived in the Blacklight District. And the Blacklight District is filled with tough people. So I can't imagine there's gonna be any devils down here that are still around. There are lots of colored lines here too. Yeah, but notice how a good amount of people who aren't frozen. This area is in better shape than the surface looks like. I imagine many of them deliberately came here from the surface, believing it to be safer. Would be a smart move. I don't recognize either of those guys. Must be new here. The only people who are moving around are people I remember seeing at some point before. It's you guys. Bugbear? I feel like we've seen you somewhere before. They were the men Mr. Zeman trounced effortlessly when they were causing trouble for Miss Aime. Yeah, along with Gian and the Yongshu. They got owned so fast I forgot all about them. Their name is Bugbear. I remember Elder Gian confessing he was very generous when calling them professionals. Ugh, why couldn't you guys just be frozen too? Ugh, yourself. You don't have to be so rude every time. I thought we could finally rest easy now that we're away from all the chaos on the surface, but we had to run into you guys. I see you're traveling in smaller numbers these days, Spriggan. Something tells me you've got info we could do with having. Time to put the screws to them. Can you dumbasses really not tell when the odds are stacked against you? Well, here we go again. Yeah. He's back! It's the crazy old guy
わ
again.
い雑さは嫌いじゃないけど、勘違いは美しくないですね。
What? What the?
なあ、こういうニーハンたちがいてこそ息も引き立つというものやろう。
These poor guys. Huh? Oh no. I knew you were gonna turn up here, but I didn't expect you to make a whole show of it. Let's see, we have some formidable allies here. You put a stop to them just like that. You could have at least let them think they had a chance of winning.
まあこの者たちはともかくそろそろ来る頃と思ってな。
少し前にクラウゼル城と CID の補佐官殿がいらっしゃったんですよ。あなた方が動き始めていることも教えてもらいました。
Then that makes things easy. So the two of them passed through here as well then.
うちもエルロイダンさんからちょっとだけ聞いとってな。なんや大変やったみたいやし、ゆるりとしていかはったら。
Of course you'd say that. Anyway, the Oathbreaker's a given, but did the Dire Wolf and Immovable stop by before all this went down? I had heard we could expect other surprising faces here.
ジン殿と野生狼は先ほど地上に向かったばかりでな。アシュラットにイカルガの忍びもすでにこの場所にはおらん。代わりに思わぬ面々がこちらにいらっしゃっていてな。
はっはっは。アークライド君、無事だったようで何よりだ。
Is that Rocksmith? It is. With... Yeah, that is quite a party. I knew Gotti was going to be around, but...
バン君たち、地上はすごいことになっとるらしいな。
Well, I'm relieved to see you're all right.
そちらこそ、まあ、あなたに万一はないでしょうけど。
いや、殿下やファン殿と語らった後、改めてこちらに赴くことにしてね。在任中からいろいろ変わったと聞いて、今一度訪れたいと思っていたんだ。
お気持ちはわかりますぞ、カッカ。バイオレンスとエロスをかきたてるこの据えた空気に程よい廃墟日。いやー、なんというカメラ映えするロケ地なことか。
How is this guy so predictable? I'd be more concerned if he changed overnight. What does Eros mean? That's a word you need not concern yourself with for a while, Miss Alfayed.
とりあえずあちらの方で落ち着くがいい。
This originated in Vantail District, after all. Indeed, no doubt it was a result of what we saw in that transmission. I wasn't able to see it myself, so I've had to rely on hearsay. But I heard Almada's missing executive member and their deceased leader made an appearance. Yeah, there's no guarantee it's really them, but there's a good chance it is. You witnessed Dante's death firsthand, didn't you, Master? I did. He should most certainly be dead after what he endured. As such, I would ordinarily suspect it's some matter of trickery is at work here, ordinarily. He said he wasn't the only deceased Almada member there either. We're without a doubt dealing with something far from ordinary here. I heard that people come back from the dead during the chaos of the Empire 2 years ago too. And it so happens, weren't you one of them? I was only believed to be dead. My situation is fundamentally different from that of the Empire's immortals. I wasn't part of all that, but from what I heard, that was tied up to a curse specific to the Empire. The being responsible for it is dead and gone too. We shouldn't have to deal with immortals again. Not sure why I'm even telling you this. You probably know way more about the whole thing than I do. Aren't you a bright boy? It sounds like they're unrelated to the Empire's troubles then. Whatever they are, the actual Almada members living again are imposters. Though you seem to have your own theory to what is at work here, Mr. Arkwright. After what happened with Aida, If it isn't impossible that this is the work of a Genesis. Yeah, it's too early to say for sure, though. Almada did some crazy mind-bending stuff in Tharbad, so I think we can safely say common sense doesn't always apply to them. Yes, it seems the only way to find out the truth now is to charge right into the matter and find it. Is that your thinking also, Arkride? It is. I was the one who dealt the killing blow to Dantes and Arashian. It wasn't cause I didn't have a choice, and it wasn't to avenge a friend. No. He'd just gone too far off the rails, and as a Spriggan, I couldn't let him go one step further. So finding out the truth is on me now, because I don't believe in leaving any job half done. Very well then. The CID has no opposition to that. Hey, we've had plenty of run-ins with Almada in the past. We're not going to turn back now. Nope, after what they did to my bros, I'm not going to stop until they're gone for good. As a concierge, it is my job to intercept and mitigate potential risks. And that is just what I'll do. We also have to find Miss Claudel, Mr. Selassie, Miss Lanster, to ask for their input on our next move. Absolutely, we can't make a decision without them. Miss Perfect's got her big-brained friend with her, so I'm sure she's sitting pretty at least. Judith's not even one of my part-timers. Though, I guess that's technically true for my master, too. It may be, but rest assured I will be accompanying you till the very end. We need to bring Victor's family home safely as well. Yeah, we can't forget about Yume and Paulette. And that useless race car driver, but he can just rot out there for all I care. That is rather harsh. It sounds like there's nothing more that needs to be said. Go on, then follow your hearts. It would do mine good to see that young Agnes is safe and well. She was headed to Tyrell, so as soon as we're ready, we should head there next. Can't say I'm not curious what her dad's up to, too. Indeed. I'm sure he's fine wherever he is, of course.
話がまとまったようで何よりです。先生がそちらに疲れるのは僕としても依存はありませんが、バーン・アークライドさん、あなた方の事務所の案件となっている何がしかのものとはまた別に、今回の異常現象について何か他に心当たりはありませんか？
Huh? What do you mean? Wait a sec.
現在イーリスで起きている状況、特に悪魔が限界している現象ですが、七曜教会において非公式にそれを定義する言葉があります。
Okay.
そうですよね、ベルガルド先生。
教会でも裏に関わるものしか聞き覚えがないであろうその言葉。パンデモニウムかと呼ばれておる。
Pandemonium. Never heard that one before. Neither have I, but it has a chilling ring to it.
記されているのはエゼル記。
Okay.
僕たち聖杯騎士や隠密僧兵のみが目を通すことができる下典です。ま、いわくつきの読むと精神がガリガリ削れるような書なんですが、バンさん、どこかで読んだことはおありですか？
Well, man, was this after you quit school or? Poor Cody.
よくわからんが発禁書の類か？それを読んだからどうしたというんじゃ。わしも内緒だが山ほど発禁本を持っとるぞ。お宝から
Oh my
え
God.
ぐいのまでよりどりみどりじゃ。
It isn't quite that simple.
いや、そういう話じゃろうが。バン君のことはよく知っておるが、それは男気にあふれた趣味もいい若者じゃ。このゴッチの魂の後継者に指名してもいいくらいにな。
Oh my. Appreciate the support, really, but don't know if I'm that much like you, director.
君もなかなかいい趣味をしておるが、ならば色眼鏡で人を測るのはやめたまえ。男なら立場からの物差しではなく、己の目と心で感じたもので判断すべきじゃ。 違うかね、リオン君。
Director. What the hell kind of logic is that? I don't know what you said, but it sounded really cool. It displeases all of us at Arkwright Solutions to see our boss being dismissed over these personal biases, too. You're right, I admit. I don't know Arkwright very well. I've also had a negative image of him since before we even met. Specifically, that he was an irritating little dandiprat who gave my master 6 months of headaches when he's not even part of the church. Hey, I mean, yeah, but... Either way, in deference to the director's words, I won't push this subject any further. You seem to have your own concerns about what is happening as it is. We're the same age, right? Kinda crazy to me that you're a Gralsritter. But don't worry, I know I'm a pain, but I don't plan on causing as much trouble as you're fearing. The last thing I'd want is to soil our master's good name by being hunted down and being branded a heretic. Unbelievable, you really are disturbingly well informed.
同じ兄弟弟子でもある。改めてよろしく、バンさん。僕は役目があるので、しばらくここで待機するつもりですが、セリスさんを見かけたらよろしく伝えておいてください。
Yeah, will do. With devils for days in the capital right now, we're gonna need you guys big time. So here's hoping we can put our differences aside, at least until this is over.
考えておきましょう。
That's what I like to see. Bromances are a bond forged through sweat and tears. Speaking of sweat, who's up for a talk sweating up while... Oh my god. Mr. Director, I would very much like to hear about those mountains of banned books you profess to have. I have to admit, my interest is piqued. My head's starting to hurt. Go easy on him now, Kilika. Ugh. Oh, are you jealous? Like hell I am. It appears we can now finally move forward. That we can. You have my appreciation for helping them in my absence. Not at all. I chose to travel with them in part due to my own curiosity. I enjoy seeing promising young people develop, even if they aren't part of Heyu. Sounds about right for you. Alright. We've got 5 of our people back together. So now we're just missing the last 3. Sal left for the northern part of the city, saying he was going to resume his work as part of Heyu. With Burgard taking their place, they readied themselves to continue their mission. Well, there were some surprises along the way, but we got our next objective now. So as soon as we're ready, we should make for the Tyrell district. Right, Agnes should be there waiting for us. Everything here seems to be mostly how I remembered it, so it should be a good place to stock up. Indeed, the northern part of the city is crawling with devils. We should prepare carefully before we depart. That door is the exit we want, I assume. Yeah, kind of a maze on the other side, but there's a path that'll lead us directly to Tyrell district. Well, let's get to work.
にしても濃い連中が集まりすぎじゃねえか。
まあな。だが逆にここを足場にもできそうだ。
Yeah, I mean, look at this place.
ま、準備がてら改めて回るのもいいだろう。
Not super worried about who's gonna be here, but we may as well look for a quick minute before we end the video here. Oh, Isabel's here. Bugbear people on the ground. They're still cheering and there's no one even in the arena. Who would have thought Director Gotch would be shooting the shit with an enforcer of Ouroboros? Wild, isn't it? Alright, well, let's head back down. So, next time we're going to head through the door and start making our way, continuing to make our way through Edith, rounding up the rest of our part-timers, and getting to the bottom of what's going on here. You know, obviously, there's that Genesis situation, and that's how Dantes and the rest of his lackeys are back alive. So we're going to have to put a stop to that eventually. So that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.